Alright, man, it's your boy DJ him Shawty. Some people say I'm alive with DJ Khalid, but so be.
All right, so we're gonna start off fast with it, man. You call yourself the Khalid Club Savior, or the savior of the Khalid Club scene.
Yeah, the Khalid Club scene savior.
So what made you decide to give yourself that title?
The whole reason why I started DJing was I went to school at PV, and we would be out at PV and then come back home, and just the atmosphere of the club was different, and the music was different. So I was just like, well, I don't want my city to be behind on them. So I just took the name and ran with it.
All right, so a lot of DJs, sometimes their playlists, as people criticize it, isn't really as up to date as yours. Do you take pride in the fact that a lot of the music you play is new?
I do, and when I first started, people used to ask me for music, and people used to come up to the DJ booth and look and see what I'm playing, and others would be like, "Man, why don't you give your music to such and such?" It's like, nah, that's just how I separate myself from everybody else.
All right, so I'm pretty sure in the past you remember that people try to say that you might not have really been a real quote unquote DJ, but based from what I see, the success you have, and I compare you finding new music to digging in the crates as far as the older DJs would do, wouldn't you consider that pretty much doing the exact same thing, just a modern version?
Yeah, it is. Matter of fact, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. When people say, "Oh, DJ Shawty, he don't mix, oh, he don't use turntables," it's kind of like it would be the same as if you walked up to LeBron James and said, "Oh, you're not a real basketball player because you don't hoop at time bombs." Like things change, atmospheres change, things change with time, so you gotta just adapt. It's not my fault. I came into the game and controllers was taking over. That ain't my fault.
All right, so you also get a lot of slander. A lot of times I guess maybe it's just competition or from other DJs. Do you ever let it get to you, or do you pay attention?
Nah, because after the last big situation, if I hear, if I know somebody slandering me, I just block them. Like, my block list is strong, my block bulletin is strong. So there's a lot of motherfuckers blocked right now. So even if they do say something, I don't ever see it, because they ain't on my time about it.
All right, so when I did an interview with Partner, I talked about the chemistry that you two have. How did you guys build that chemistry or get it so that y'all can interact the way that you guys do?
We really ain't build it. It was just I take that back. When you know somebody for as long as we know each other since the 9th grade. So it's just we just know each other. Like sometimes, like the other day at the concert, we both said the same drop at the same time, and I didn't know he was gonna say it. He didn't know I was gonna say it. And a lot of people think we be practicing at home. I'm like, nah, we don't practice. We just go out and do it. Just let it flow. I think that's where a lot of people mess up, because they try and, oh, I'm gonna say this with this happen. I'm gonna say this with this happen. Nah, just let that shit go.
All right, so as far as the other DJs out here, do you feel like, as far as being able to keep a crowd entertained and dancing for an entire night, do you think anyone can do it as well as you do?
Not in Khalid, definitely not. Like, that's why when I see y'all like who the best DJ and all that, I'm like, well, it's different aspects. Like, you got some DJs that can scratch real good. You got some DJs that can mix real good. When it comes to this club, like, I'm for sure the best club DJ in Cali. Now, I might not be the best DJ. I'm not saying I'm the best DJ. I'm saying I'm the best club DJ.
All right. Do you think any of the other DJs might have tried to emulate some of the things you do to try to get a reaction?
I don't know, because I don't really go to. I can't remember last time I just went to a club that I wasn't working or DJing at in Khalid, because I try and go other places. I try and go places where I'm gonna look up to that DJ and I'm gonna say, all right, well, he's on a bigger plateau than I am, so I know I might go in the club and hear something that I ain't never heard before. and go make me go search and see what it was he played. But I don't see that with nobody around here. So then at one point I was working Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sometimes I still do work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I ain't got no time to go nowhere else.
Okay. Are there any DJs that you do look up to, or that have given you any type of game to get you where you are now?
Hella Yella in Austin, man. We grew up together. We go back to like elementary school, and we went to the same church growing up. So if it's anything that when I first started DJ, he was one of the people that like really, or when I asked questions, he would answer them for me. It was a couple of like big name DJs that I reached out to, but they didn't say nothing or they brushed it off, and I just used that shit as motivation. But he was one of the people that really helped me out. And it was other people, like P-Funk showed me a little things here and there. And I showed me a couple things here and there. There's a couple other people, but for the most part, Hella Yella has really helped me out with a lot of shit.
All right. Also, in the last interview with Partner, he spoke on y'all turning down the opportunity to work in Ciroc. But basically, what happened with that? What made y'all decide to turn it down?
It wasn't really a turn down. It was more of a whole situation was I do the whole situation. So when they first decided they was gonna open up Ciroc, I was supposed to be the first DJ at Ciroc. But Sir Charles at the old DJ City Lights, he didn't know how to contact me after when it was time to open it, when it was time to open it up. I don't think he had a Facebook or something. I don't know what happened. So then they had Sir Charles, then they had Hypnotic. When Hypnotic moved to New York, it was supposed to be between like me, and this is what I've heard, I don't know if this is actually true. I think it was supposed to be like me, Sick One, somebody else. And I don't know if it was management or owner or whoever it was. They was like, Sick One didn't have that much of a following in Killeen to do it. And then they said I play too much underground and local music. So I took it as like, yeah, all right, well, that's what I want. And I used to tell people that. I used to tell rappers that, hey, they don't really want y'all music played over there. But they decided to still go over there. So I took that shit to heart. That's why if you hear a local artist in the club now, they didn't pay some money for their song to be spent in the club. Cause it's like, shit, I missed out on money because I was fucking with y'all. So now I need to be reciprocated for my shit.
So how does it feel being up there in the booth and you drop a song and you see the entire club, the whole reaction go crazy, and it's all just because you decided to play this song?
Hey, sometimes that shit give me goosebumps because it's like surreal that I'm in control of that many people at one time. And probably the one who made me start doing this, but he was like, man, drop the music more and let them interact with it. So when I do that, it's like it really builds the energy up in the building. Cause I want to say like it's been about a month ago. I played Set It Off and I dropped it, and like they sung the whole chorus and some of the verse, and it was like loud. Even Martin liked it. He was like, man, I've never seen anything like that. That was crazy. It's like damn, I'm the one who's doing that shit. So.
Right. Also, I know that you guys do a lot of things outside of the club. Like, for example, that's a pretty nice shirt you got on.
Oh yeah, this is my 254 United Hoops. We got our own A basketball organization. A lot of people look at us and they're like, oh, them niggas, they just do stuff in the club. They don't do like we do a lot of stuff for the community. We just don't put it out there because when you do so much stuff for the community, if you put it out there every time you do it, it's gonna look ungenuine. Like if I give a homeless man $5 and I record it and put it on Snapchat, and then I do it again and I record it and put it on Facebook, like I know people gonna say, oh man, he just do that just to get attention. Nah, we don't want to feel like that. So it's like stuff we do, we might put it out there every once in a while, but it ain't for everybody to see. It's for I do that shit because I love it. Knocked out.
So what's the end game as far as partnering him? Like what other things would y'all like to try to reach out and or try to do outside of just the club stuff?
Well, like we started with the show on Facebook, and I'll be so mad because now they got views for Facebook. We was doing it wasn't no views, so I really did want to call Zuckerberg like, hey fam, like can you backtrack and put the view counter on old? Even if when you click on old videos now, it still won't show how many views we got. Because at one point it was people like in Montana and weird places saying they watch our show. Cause it was a dude in Dallas. Matter of fact, Frank, the dude that they named the Frankie after, he said he put a status. He was like, man, the only thing I know about Khalid is partnering him with Stone. I was like, man. But we started out with the videos. Then we went to radio. Now we in the clubs. It's just whatever. I don't even want to say where I want to go with it because it's taking me places that I never would have thought that it would take me. I got like 7 years ago, I would have never thought I would be DJing. Like that wasn't even on my mind.
So, what outside of just wanting the club scene to be better, what put it on your mind to actually decide to put full effort into DJing?
I figured there would be money behind it at one point, but at first it was just like, man, like the city could be so much better than what it is. Granted, the clubs was turned, but back then it was like, oh, what y'all doing? Oh shit, I'm gonna go to Dallas this weekend. I'm gonna go to Houston. Like it was people taking them trips on the regular. Now, mind you, the Khalid Club was still good, but it was people going out of town on the regular, and I'm like, man, that could be Khalid because it's small, but it's big at the same time. Next to the biggest military base in the whole free world, like, that's people from all over. Now we got people coming here partying. And that was one of my main goals.
Right. So, do you have any places that you wouldn't DJ at, or along with
as
the money?
As far as in Khalid?
Yeah.
I would DJ anywhere. It's just if certain people was a part of it, I'm not gonna DJ there. In order for me to DJ there, they would have to pay me a lot of money that I know they don't have. Like a lot of money.
Can we get those same people?
Huh?
Can we get those same people?
Oh, Gary Jones. If Gary Jones is a part of anything, I'm not gonna do nothing there. And it's not necessarily like, I mean, motherfucker was talking shit about me. Like, I can't. That's just facts. Like, so it's just like whatever he got to do, I'm not gonna be a part of it. It's nothing against him. It's nothing against nobody else over there. Like, certain niggas like, nah, I'm good. I ain't got no problem with Jersey. I talked to Jersey the other day. I kept it straight up with him. Like, bro, it's people you got over there. I'm not gonna fuck with.
So once again, that whole club war thing not even real. Well, you know, everybody still pretty much still rock with each other.
It's on our side, yeah, because when the whole shit happened, the only person I feel like I had to explain myself to was Jersey and Kurt, and I talked to them, and they was cool about it. Who gonna knock somebody you cool with about getting some more money, about putting some more money in their pocket? Like that's weird.
How do you feel about the perception when you first made the announcement of you going from country rock to taboo?
A lot of people was glad because they wasn't feeling what was going on at taboo. Like I said, it don't got nothing to do with me. So it's just like, all right, well, shit, I'll step in. I'm not tripping it. We sat down. The numbers look right. I'll be happy as
all right. So when's the next partner him tape coming out?
Man, partner said we gotta do. He said the concert we gotta do another one. So I don't know. Probably like in the next 2 weeks. Cause I don't be doing shit now. So let me see what we're making a calendar.
And why you think about that? Do local artists get a chance to be on, or y'all going straight for the mainstream?
Price is right. I mean, I look at it like this. people try to take advantage of shit just because I'm from Killeen. Oh, you from Killeen? You from Killeen? You gonna fuck with me? Nah, especially if you ain't got no following. When I say following, I mean following. Like Tory B has a following. A little dude named Dre Great, they have followings. Like Dre Great tagged me in something on Twitter today, and it got like 10 retweets in like 5 minutes. Like that's a follow, a cult following. You got a following? For sure. That's you low key, almost like a mainstream rapper. But if you just rapping in your living room and you want to put out a song every once in a while, don't you be trying to come up. I'm not the guy to help you out. I just work at Capital.
All right, how about this? Can you explain the true concept of a hit to a person? You know, when people say, "Hey, I got this hit, I want you to play," and
first of all, if you tell me, "Hey, I got this song, it's dope, it's fire," 9 times out of 10, in my mind already, I'm thinking it's not that dope or that fire. But if you just say, "Hey," from my experience, the song that people be like, "Hey man, I want to just give me some feedback on it." Most of the time, those are the ones that's good. And you got people that can take criticism, and you got people that can't take criticism. Everybody's ear is different. So just because I don't like the song, don't mean somebody else may not like the song. 9 times out of 10, me and Papa don't like the same music, and it's hard. I know it's going to be hard for you guys to believe that. But 9 times out of 10, if it's an album, he gonna say, "Man, I like track 7 and 5." I'm gonna be like, "Man, I hate them."
But at the same time, y'all both still have a pretty good selection of music.
Yeah, we got. So, I mean, we have a good selection, but at the same time, like I said, if it's a mixtape, the song my favorite song on the mixtape is probably gonna be the song that he doesn't like.
So he said he was like the A&R Killeen. Y'all ever thought to look into trying to A&R different projects that come out of Killeen?
I mean, I thought about it, but I kind of wanted to, like, let me see what you do about yourself. Let me see if you really about rapping. Like, to me, people that's really about rapping. Like, they would rap, but like, can you go to a Khalid artist and be like, "Hey, can you drop 3 mixtapes this month?" Most of them be like, "Hell no, I can't do that." Well, why not? You rapping? That's what you want to do. You should be able to drop a mixtape almost every week. You can be able to rap. In my opinion. Yeah, look at Future. Future dropped two albums back to back. So it's just like, I feel like if I see a nigga pushing, then I kind of want to like help him out. But I ain't really branded to that person. D is the closest person to that. He is the closest to that person. I always tell people, "Hey man, let me know when he goes to the studio." You know the person that's ever did. Most people don't know 100 Yard Dash wasn't even supposed to be 100 Yard Dash. Yeah, that's a totally different name.
It was.
Partner him fat.
What was the original name? What made you? And how did it come about the change?
It was Plan B. It was Plan B, and he sent it to me as Plan B at first too. And then we was like, nah. He was like, "Man, you gotta change some stuff around it." And then he was rapping it while he was in the booth, and he kept saying 100 Yard. I was like, "Bro, 100 Yard Dash should be the title of the song." And he was like, "Oh, that'd be dope."
So it's kind of like y'all kind of got like a natural ear, natural eye for it.
Yeah, Potter for sure got the natural ear, because even from when we was in Atlanta, like, he'd be like, "Bro, this might be a hit." Like 2 months later, that's the song they pushing. When we come here, like, "Bro, this might be a hit." Bro, this gonna be the song for the summer. Bro, this gonna be the song for the winter. And he's off, like, he undefeated right now. So it's just like, he got that.
So what's the next big things you got coming up as far as DJ Him Shawty?
Starlito and Don Tripp show gonna be at Taboo March 31st, and then Lil Boosie coming to Taboo on April 7th. That's the next 2 big things. Oh, and then South by Southwest. I got a couple shows in South by Southwest, but I gotta finalize it. Cause I might have a show to switch around.
Okay. Big things.
Yeah, probably in fact.
Right. All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate you for sitting down with me. Appreciate the information. Anything else you might want to say?
Follow me on all social media at DJ Shawty.